Hello, hello. I am Ben Pick, and thank you for joining me in Running to Write, where I give questionable writing advice through writing metaphors. Contrary to what you might think, given that I've been writing this channel, Running to Write, for 3.5 years, I hate public speaking. When it's a forced part of my job, I do present, but those are by far the most stressful moments, even when I know the content inside and out. Well, I was asked to give a presentation to a group of people at the Library of Congress about my writing and my writing process. I am terrified. Thanks to an AuthorTube group I'm a part of, I'll be collaborating in my own Day in the Life of a Writer video. This episode is a vlog about writing a presentation about writing. It's very meta. I know other AuthorTubers will likely focus on their writing habits as they work on their works in progress, so I wanted to show something different. Watch as I prepare as much as I can with this condensed vlog episode. Luckily, the event itself will be virtual, so that puts a slight barrier between myself and those I'll be presenting to, which makes it easier than, say, an in-person event. The topic was of my choosing, and I landed on bringing magic to life with physics. Ooh. It's about how our story should be grounded in realism, even if the characters are flying or altering reality. I can't record the event itself, so I decided to show my process of ramping up for the presentation. This will be a great day in the life video for a writer, as it shows my process of writing and preparing for an upcoming public speaking event. I don't have a good set to film behind the scenes, so expect a lot of the footage to be ad hoc and over my shoulder. Enjoy watching the sausage get made. Happy Monday, everyone. Today is the first day of my video blogging series, or my video blogging thing, I guess. I already recorded the intro, I already recorded the outro, so I'm just going to record the individual days in between now and Friday. So I'm going to do 5 days in a row. The presentation is in a week and a half, and yeah, it is terrifying to think about how close it is. I know it's really a low stress environment in theory, but at the same time, I am still, like I said before, terrified of public speaking. So this will be a bit difficult for me. Now, I've walked Rufus. I've cleaned up the trash along the way, so I spent an hour walking Rufus, cleaning up trash, blah, blah, whatever. Fun times there, because, you know, there's always the same people that I pick up after. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I have roughly an hour and change between now and tonight's Writing to Write episode to work on and refine the script. I'm going to do a quick run through of everything that I have written. Because it's a week and a half out, I already have almost the entire script written. I just want to fine tune it a little bit. I have about 7 pages of content to go through. I have an accompanying slideshow presentation that I already have mostly prepared. So in theory, this week should be relatively easy as I just revise and refine, as well as practice, practice, practice. How well it goes, we'll see. And I also decided not to do the behind the shots for me working on the script or the slides or whatever, because that angle just looked weird. Which means that I will be just doing these face-to-faces, face-to-face conversations, face-to-face thoughts, stream of consciousness, whatever, either before or after I'm working on the content for the upcoming presentation. So that way will be my thoughts on either what I'm going to be working on or how I think the previous writing session went. And with that, I will get to writing, get to revising, get to working on my presentation, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, this is what it looks like for an over-the-shoulder shot, and it looks atrocious. So you'll be spared of this horrible view any further, and I'm going to cut it right here because nobody should have to look behind the curtains in this way. Now you can see my lovely script for what I'm going to say, and with that out of the way, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't worry, you don't have to suffer like this again. Yesterday, everything went great. I read through my script, what I plan to say, and it all looks pretty solid. I'm still worried and anxious about the actual presentation itself, but I think that what I have to say is important, and it's said in a great way to convey what I'm trying to say. which is kind of a bit roundabout, but I promise you the actual content is much better and more well thought out. I also added about a paragraph to half a page of content, and I have some additional talking points. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through everything that I want to say, or if I'll sort of pause and take questions, or how the cadence of the presentation will exactly go. So I have an extra half a page of things I can say that I can sort of throw in at the end if it's time permitting. So I have all the good stuff, and then there's just some sort of appendices that I can throw in there. Now, as for today, I'm focusing on my thesis and the core points of the presentation. I'm going to decide how well each of the main things that I want to say. So I have 4 core points, and I want to see how well those either reinforce my thesis or what I need to refine to strengthen exactly what I'm trying to say. I know it's really hard because I'm dancing around my topic and the specific lines that I'm going to give during the presentation, but I am thinking about every single word that I'm putting into the script, and that will probably make things worse for me because it means I'm going to try and stick to the script as much as possible, and if I veer from it, it'll throw me off. But that being said, I still have the core talking points that I can fall back on in case I get too nervous and just decide to sort of start winging it if I want to go off script. So I got a lot of room to work with, even though it is still pretty rigid in what I want to say. Now, that being said, I will see you tomorrow as I work to refine the core concepts of my presentation and really see if I'm missing my own really see if I'm missing my own point. And hopefully everything that I say reinforces my topic, those talking points. It all meshes well together, but I'm going to find out, and I'll let you know tomorrow. See you then. It's day 3, so today I'm reviewing my pictures. I have the accompanying slideshow, and I want to make sure that the images that go along on every single slide matches with what I'm trying to say. That means I'm going to rehearse my whole prompt and also ensure that each of the slideshows align with what I'm trying to say, that I don't need better images, and that they reinforce and strengthen my talking points. Let's see how it goes, and I will see you tomorrow. It's day 4, and the word of the day is practice. Specifically, practice, practice, practice. I've gone through 3 or 4 complete iterations of all my talking points, everything I want to say, and matched it up with the slides so that I have my timings down. And I know when to pause and listen for questions or fake laughter. I'm, dare I say it, feeling confident with what I have to say and feel prepared, if still nervous for next week's talk. I'll go through one more iteration, and then I'll figure out what I should do tomorrow for day 5 to best utilize the time I have remaining for preparing for this upcoming presentation. I'll see you then. Hello, hello. It is day 5, which means I feel fairly prepared for my upcoming presentation. I've gone through it quite a number of times, easily dozens, and I'm going to keep doing that today. I've finished my long run. Today is Saturday. I kind of skipped yesterday, which should have been the original day 5. But I went for my run, and I have a full day to prepare for this. It's coming up this week, so Thursday is when I give my actual presentation, which will still be after you all watch this video. So when you watch this video, I will still be preparing. But because I'm preparing and because I feel prepared, tomorrow I'm going to actually get back to writing. I have some stuff I want to go through in the current chapter that I'm working on in my work in progress, and I think I can put out 1,000 words fairly easily, or at least without too much trouble. So because I feel like I am on track with this upcoming presentation, I'm going to get back to actually writing. Which brings me to another topic, which I go through in the outro, but I just want to say here again to reiterate it. This is the last episode of Season 7, and so Season 8 will be nothing but productivity sprints. I hope you're going to continue joining me every week as I work to get back on track for where I wanted to go with my writing goals. Like I said, work has been just repeatedly kicking my ass, so it's been really hard to motivate myself and to find the time to write when I'm just mentally and emotionally drained after a long day. So I'm going to be using this channel as a way to force myself to sit down and simply write. By next week, your time, I'll have gotten the presentation I'm preparing for out of the way, which means I don't have any significant writing or YouTube obligations I can think of. So the next 26 episodes will be productivity sprints, and I'm hoping that I can write easily 1,000 words per episode. I don't know if I'll be able to make that goal, but that is my goal. I will see you then, and thank you for watching my vlog of what it means to be a writer, even if all I've been doing is writing and preparing for an upcoming presentation. My actual writing life is a lot more different and chaotic, fairly inconsistent, now at least, where I write when I can, which isn't always that often. Before, when I had a really set schedule, I would finish work, walk my dog, come back, write, eat dinner, relax, play video games, do whatever. But this past year or two has kind of thrown everything out of sorts. And so that before dinner writing time no longer exists. It is what it is. But I will get back to writing consistently through Monday nights at 6 p.m. now. I will be hosting productivity sprints. See you there, and this is my outro. I am Ben Pick, and thank you for joining me in Running to Write. I hope you have fun watching my day in the life video as I prepare to talk about my writing process. Let me know in those comments if you like these personal vlogging videos as opposed to my regular content. I can work on incorporating more day in the life videos as I write my next novel and show the struggles in doing so. If you're new here, then please sign up for my monthly newsletter. I send it out on the 3rd of every month, and in it I share all things writing, my life, and everything else. In November's newsletter, I share about the author tubers I recently met when I vacationed in London. Long story short, it was awesome. You don't want to miss out on life events like that and my heartfelt tribute to meeting everyone in person. Since I'm doing collaborations, there's also a good chance that there will be a limited time use link for a discounted or sometimes free indie author book. See you next time. Until then, I hope you enjoy this day in the life of a writer video, and I'll include links to other collaborations.